Hi there, you're here today with Simon at English Coach, and today we're discussing one of those very difficult questions, which is what is the meaning of life? The meaning of life in this time where everybody in every city of each country of the world, excluding maybe one or two places, is stuck in their house pondering perhaps a similar or related question, which is what is the meaning of life? Now, I'd like to talk to you about this today because it's something that a lot of people are starting to think about as they cannot go outside and be distracted by parties and cinema and stimuli. So they're stuck with themselves and basically forced to live with themselves, which can be very unique and can also be a completely terrible nightmare. And this will be my first point of our conversation today, which is when you live with yourself, what is your perception? Is this for you time out? Is this for you punishment? Is this an opportunity to get to know yourself? Is this an opportunity to create strategies to ignore yourself? Is this an opportunity to get closer to the ones that you are already living with, generally your immediate family? Or is this an opportunity to find strategies to stay away from them? We are all different people with different minds. Some of us follow others. Some of us are completely individual in our thoughts. Everybody is different. Everybody has things in common, of course, but we all have different perceptions, and the meaning of life is just that. The meaning of life is your perception of life and how you build it and how you cultivate it. And in fact, where your brain meets your eyes, you could almost imagine that there was an invisible wall, and after that invisible wall is the reality that you're creating for yourself through your eyes, through your thoughts and perceptions of what is happening outside of yourself. Notice that people who are getting extremely depressed and panicking and going a little crazy right now, especially here in countries like Brazil and the United States, are going crazy because they're looking at problems in the government. They're looking at the numbers of people that are getting sick and dying from this virus. From this virus, COVID. And this virus, COVID, is becoming a central subject in people's lives when it it shouldn't be as important as it has become. It plays a part in everybody's lives now as it becomes the subject of everybody's conversations. And so we think about it more. The meaning of life, if you stop and think about the meaning of life, the seed to the answer of that question is in your brain or in your perception of life. And quite often, a lot of the things that you're saying and you're doing are a direct result of who you are. And what you're seeing outside of yourself is only being seen by the network or opinions and perceptions that your sight is filtered with. So you can imagine that there's a few windows before you actually see what is going on. You have the window of political biases, you have the window of your personal pains, you have the window of your friends and family, you have the window of how you see the world. And suddenly, what is specifically one thing translates into many different stories in your mind about what's going on. The meaning of life should be, in essence, something that slowly evolves and invites you to evolve, whether you be the introvert, the extrovert, the ambivert, whether you be more of an expressive person, whether you be more of a reserved person. I'm not just saying the same things here. Whether you be a person who's more aware of their body, whether you be a person who's obsessed with the facts, with the statistics, each of these kinds of people are going to be influenced to have a different meaning of life. So, of course, there is a meaning of life. If you ask the universe, or if you ask God, what is the meaning of life? The response that the universe or God would try to give you, if you're listening or not listening, is the meaning of life is how you see the world, negatively or positively, how you see the world as a victim or as a victor, and that you follow the narrative that you've created for yourself, or you change it to mean something else and create your meaning of life, which would also be perhaps the biggest challenge ever, except for the fact that now we are completely alone in our houses. We are far from the stimuli, unless you're shoving a television set or your cell phone screen or iPad screen into your face. You have the perfect opportunity to reinvent yourself and create a meaning of life that could be more satisfactory, more positive, and more desirable for you personally. So I'd like for you to consider that the meaning of life is maybe three things. The first thing is your personality. The second thing is how you perceive the world. And the third thing is how you change the external to make life better for yourself. How you change the things outside of yourself to make life better for yourself. Sleep, diet, relationships, exercise, intellectual areas of study. How do you do these things? How are they in your life? What areas do you like to focus on? Expanding those areas, opening other areas. The meaning of life is yours. Thank you for being here with me today. I'm Simon Elliott here at English Coach, and I hope that you like this video and subscribe. Also, if you didn't agree, maybe dislike this video and send me a little comment below, okay? Thanks a lot. See you on the next video. Bye.